Hello, coin collectors and history enthusiasts. Welcome back to Old Charles, the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins and their hidden stories. Today, we're traveling back in time to explore the France 5 centime coin from 1971, a small but mighty piece of history. So, if you're a numismatist or simply a fan of old-world currency, this video is for you. Let's get started. To understand the true value of the France 5 centime coin from 1971, we first need to understand its place in history. In the early 1970s, France was in the midst of transitioning its currency system, particularly with the French franc, which was used as the official currency from 1360 all the way until 2002 when it was replaced by the euro. The 5 centime coin was part of the smaller denominations in circulation, and it was used in everyday transactions, a small but essential part of daily life in France. These coins were typically made of copper and were widely circulated during this time. Visual, high-quality close-up shots of the France 5 centime coin from 1971. The coin flips to show both the obverse and reverse sides. Now, let's talk about the design of the coin itself. On the obverse, the front, we see a prominent image of Marianne, the symbol of the French Republic, wearing a Phrygian cap. Marianne represents liberty, equality, and fraternity, the core values of the French nation. On the reverse, we find the denomination 5 centimes prominently displayed, along with the year 1971. Surrounding this is a series of olive branches, which symbolize peace and unity, a beautiful visual connection to France's values. Now, let's get into the composition and size of this coin. The 1971 France 5 centime is made from copper, giving it a reddish-brown hue that's easily distinguishable. It weighs about 1.5 grams and has a diameter of 19 mm, making it a small, lightweight coin that was easy to carry around. So, what's the value of the 5 centime coin from 1971 today? Well, the circulated value of these coins is actually quite modest. If you happen to find one in circulation, it would generally be worth just a few cents, or even less, depending on its condition. However, if you've got one in uncirculated or mint condition, its value can rise. Collectors often seek coins that are in excellent condition, with little to no wear. These coins might fetch anywhere between $1 to $5 USD depending on demand. Rarely, you may even find one being sold at higher prices at auctions, but those are usually tied to unique collections or special circumstances. Here are a few fun facts about the 5 centime coin from 1971. Did you know that this coin was part of the smaller denomination set that was used until the French currency system moved away from centimes in the late 20th century? Coins like these were essential in the everyday economy, helping people purchase small goods, from bread to bus tickets. Another interesting fact is that these 5 centime coins were part of a larger movement in France to standardize coin designs. By the 1970s, many countries were looking to update the look and feel of their coins to reflect modern design trends, and the 5 centime coin was no exception. If you're a coin collector, the 5 centime coin from 1971 might be a fun addition to your collection. It's not a coin that's going to make you a fortune, but it's a piece of French history that can add depth and character to your collection. As for investment purposes, while this coin isn't likely to see a huge increase in value in the near future, it's still a historical artifact worth having, especially if you're a fan of French numismatics or the historical periods it represents. To wrap things up, the France 5 centime coin from 1971 is a small yet fascinating piece of history. It's a great example of everyday currency that's been shaped by the values of the French Republic and is a valuable item for collectors who love learning about the past. The 5 centime coin was part of the French franc, which was the currency of France from 1360 until it was replaced by the euro in 2002. The French franc underwent several transformations over the centuries, but by the 20th century, it had reached its modern form. The 5 centime coin, which is considered a small denomination, was part of the decimal system that France adopted in 1795 after the French Revolution. This decimal system was designed to make the currency easier to manage and convert, dividing the franc into 100 centimes. The 5 centime coin from 1971 was minted in a period of relative stability for France after the Second World War. France, like much of Europe, was recovering from the effects of the war and entering a phase of modernization and economic growth, known as the Trente Glorieuses, the Glorious 30, which lasted from 1945 to 1975. During this time, the country experienced rapid industrialization, urbanization, and an expansion of its welfare state. The use of smaller denominations like the 5 centime coin was common in daily transactions, especially for small purchases, public transportation, and low-cost goods. The coin was part of the French coinage system established in the 1960s and 1970s. The 1971 coin design represents the ongoing modernization of French coinage during this period. In 1969, France introduced new coins, and the 5 centime coin from 1971 was part of this redesign. It replaced older designs that had been circulating before, which featured more intricate images of the French monarchy and symbolic national figures. In the early 1970s, France was transitioning from the era of fixed exchange rates to a more open and fluctuating currency market. In 1971, the global monetary system was also affected by the breakdown of the Bretton Woods system and the devaluation of the US dollar. Despite these changes, the French economy remained relatively stable, and coins like the 5 centime continued to serve everyday needs. The 5 centime coin symbolized more than just a piece of currency. It was a representation of France's national identity. The Marianne figure, which appeared on many coins, was not just a symbol of the French Republic, but also embodied the revolutionary spirit of liberty, equality, and fraternity. The use of the coin in daily transactions made it a tangible link between the French government and the people. In the late 1990s, the French franc, including coins like the 5 centime, started to phase out as the country prepared for the euro. The euro was officially adopted in 2002, and France, along with several other European Union countries, stopped using the franc. The last few years of circulation for coins like the 5 centime coin were marked by their gradual disappearance from pocket change as they were replaced by the euro coins. Today, the France 5 centime coin from 1971 is a rare collector's item, representing a specific era in French history and currency. It tells the story of a period of economic recovery, modernization, and a transformation that would eventually lead to the adoption of the euro. The condition of a coin is typically evaluated using a coin grading scale that ranges from poor to mint state. Here's how the France 5 centime coin would be evaluated in terms of its condition. A coin in poor condition is heavily worn and has lost much of its original detail. The design and text may be barely visible, and the coin will often show significant signs of corrosion or damage. A 1971 5 centime coin in this condition is worth just a few cents. A coin in fair condition will show heavy wear, but the basic design and key elements like the year and denomination will still be legible. This coin will have little to no luster and may have scratches or dents. The 5 centime coin in fair condition typically holds in good condition. The coin shows noticeable wear, but all major features are still discernible. The image of Marianne and the olive branches may be somewhat worn, but they can still be clearly identified. The value for this coin would still be close to its face value, though it may be slightly higher than a coin in fair condition. Depending on the market, a coin in very good condition will have moderate wear but retain most of the design details, including the legend and some finer elements like the date and the mint mark. It may have a dull appearance with some wear on the high points. This type of coin could hold some additional value for collectors, but it's still relatively inexpensive. A fine coin will show noticeable wear, but it will still retain a good amount of detail, with all design elements clearly visible. There may be some loss of finer details, especially on the highest points of the coin, but the main features, including the image of Marianne and the inscription, will still be well defined. A 5 centime coin in this condition could fetch a small premium above its face value. A very fine coin will have light wear, and the details will remain sharp and clear. The Marianne image will be well defined, and the date and inscription will be crisp. A 5 centime coin in this condition is more likely to attract collectors, and it might be worth a few dollars, depending on demand. In extremely fine condition, a coin shows only minor signs of wear, often visible only under magnification. Most of the design details will be crisp and sharp, with no significant wear on the high points. This coin will have great appeal to collectors and could be valued higher due to its excellent preservation. A coin in uncirculated condition has never been used in everyday transactions. The coin will have no wear, and it will still have its original shine or luster. The design elements, including Marianne, the denomination, and the year, will appear as if they were freshly minted. A 1971 5 centime coin in uncirculated condition is the most valuable to collectors, and it could command a higher price, sometimes reaching $1 to $5 or even more, depending on demand. Coins are specially minted for collectors, with highly polished surfaces and superior quality. A proof 5 centime coin from 1971 would likely be a rare find and hold significant value among advanced collectors. If you have a proof version of this coin, it could potentially be worth a lot more due to its rarity and exceptional condition. The more a coin has been used in circulation, the more likely it is to have experienced wear and loss of detail. Coins that have been passed around, dropped, or scratched will have a lower grade. Exposure to harsh elements like moisture, air pollution, or extreme temperatures can cause corrosion, rust, or tarnishing. These can significantly affect the coin's appearance and grade. How a coin is stored matters greatly. Coins kept in protective holders or coin albums tend to retain their value better than those that have been left loose in drawers or exposed to the elements. Cleanliness is also important. Cleaning a coin can reduce its value because it may leave scratches or alter the patina. In rare cases, coins are produced with minting errors, such as misprints, off-center strikes, or double die errors. These coins can be highly collectible and are often worth more than a normal coin, even if they are in less than perfect condition. The condition of the France 5 centime coin from 1971 is a key factor in determining its value. Coins that are well preserved, especially those in uncirculated or proof condition, can be more valuable to collectors than those that are heavily worn. If you come across this coin in your collection or in circulation, make sure to assess its condition properly, as it will directly influence its worth in the coin market. If you are a coin collector, keeping your coins in optimal conditions and properly storing them is crucial for preserving their value over time. And for those of you who are looking to buy or sell this coin, graded coins will always fetch a higher price, so be sure to check the condition before making any transactions.